A slide tackle is the way to win the ball while going to the ground. It is completed with one leg extended low to the ground to push the ball away from the opponent. When doing a slide tackle to the right, the player's right leg must be straight when going down into the tackle, and the left leg should be bent slightly behind the right one in order to achieve maximum potential in winning the ball. If doing a slide tackle to the left, the player's left leg must be straight and their right leg should be bent behind the left one. When performed correctly, a slide tackle can be an effective tool for defenders. However, at the highest levels of the game, it is not the tackle of choice in most cases, and some defenders completely avoid using it. The main reasons are the difficulty of performing it correctly and a great number of injuries. Injuries received are not limited just to the tackled player, as the tackler might pick up an injury as well. Statistically, a high number of slide tackles result in free kicks, penalty kicks, as well as yellow and red cards. Two-footed lunges at an opponent are generally considered the worst offense when performing a slide tackle. These endanger the safety of an opponent and are sanctioned as serious foul play, resulting in a red card and a sending off. This is still the case even if the ball is won cleanly without touching the opponent. In most cases, the slide tackle is a last chance attempt to dispossess the attacker. Once you go to the ground and miss the ball, it is practically impossible to correct the situation. When performing a slide tackle, it is important to execute it safely without endangering the opponent. The referee will judge whether the tackle is fair or whether it is careless, reckless, or involves the use of excessive force. Making contact with the opponent before the ball when making a tackle is unfair and will be penalized. The fact that the contact with the ball was made first does not automatically mean that the tackle is fair. The declaration by a player that he got the ball first is irrelevant if, while tackling the ball, the player carelessly or recklessly or with excessive force commits any of the prohibited actions. On the other hand, it is not a foul if a sliding tackle is successful and the player whose ball was tackled away then falls over the tackler's foot. The two of the most common fouls while slide tackling are by making contact with the opponent first before making contact with the ball, and by striking the opponent with the raised upper leg before, during, or after connecting with the ball with the lower leg. What makes slide tackles dangerous is the likely point of contact. It is the lower legs of the player, and this is a particularly vulnerable area. Of course, to trip or attempt to trip the opponent, like lifting the tackling foot to trip or attempt to trip the opponent using the other foot or leg, as well as kicking or attempting to kick the opponent, are all dangerous actions resulting in serious fouls. As discussed previously, the two-footed lunges are the most dangerous. There is nothing illegal in itself about slide tackles. They become illegal when performed in a dangerous manner, carelessly, recklessly, or with an excessive force.